Okay, took a win this morning, so I am done for the day. But I am gonna go over this setup here. So, important to note that we are clearly bearish on the daily. We're not. I don't think we're yet bearish on the weekly. I mean, this weekly candle has to close for us to be bearish on the weekly. So we're not bearish yet, technically, on the weekly. Bearish on the daily for sure. On the 4 hour, clearly bearish as well. So order flow bearish on the daily, the 4 hour. We're bearish on the 1 hour because we didn't close above this candlestick here. Right, we never closed above it. So we're bearish here. We were bearish on the 15-minute when I entered. Okay, so order flow is on our side, and that's really important. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, old Jake probably wouldn't have taken this trade, and I'll tell you why. I would have given this an excuse. I would have been like, oh, I didn't love this sweep. And you know what? It's fair. I had an alert here just in case we would cross there, because I thought, of course, I was still giving it a chance to do so. Look, we did sweep some liquidity here. We did not take all of it. Okay, we definitely left equal highs above here, so that would have probably made me not enter. Okay, but here's what allowed me to be confident in this trade and allowed me to enter. Okay, if you go to the 15-minute, okay, we inverted this fair value gap here. All right, we closed below it here with this candlestick, just barely closed below it, but we did. Okay, so that's when we inverted it. That gave me a lot of confidence to say, all right, we could see bearish price action continue without coming for these highs yet. As you can see on the 15-minute, it shows it a little bit clearer. The sweep was decent. We almost came and took out all the highs here. We left some highs behind. It is what it is. But yeah, I targeted just a prior low here, like a prior swing low. I would say the target wasn't the best, only because I like to only target or not only, but I like to target like equal lows, equal highs. This wasn't equal low, equal high. This was just a swing low. Yeah. As for higher time frame PD array that I need, we were using this 1 hour fair value gap, right? We were using it when we tapped into it a gazillion times here overnight, and then we used it here when we swept a little bit of liquidity. Didn't come for all of it, but we swept a little bit. We tapped into it again. Okay, so that was the higher time frame fair value gap, and then the entry on the 1 minute was off of this candle here, which was not the 930 candle. It was 931. I did not want to enter off the 930 candle. I put my stop loss above these highs, not above this high, which I could have done, and it would have allowed me to have one more contract on the trade. The reason I didn't put it above this high was I didn't love how we had these like equal highs in a way right above. So I said, all right, fine, I'll give it breathing room. That's fine. But what this kind of hurt me with is the position sizing. I was only able to do one contract because I'm only risking 0.5% on a 50K account. So when I have a stop loss this big, I'm only able to risk one contract. It honestly was just shy of one. Well, I think I was risking like $150 or something like that. So to do two contracts would have been risking $300, which is a little bit over 0.5%. So at the end of the day, I only risked I risked less than 0.5% here because I was only able to risk one contract. So that's the only thing that kind of, stinks about this trade. But at the end of the day, I can't be mad at a win. So, happy with the win. And yeah, that's how it played out. So that was the trade. I'll show it on the Express account here. Give me a sec. Okay, this is the best way I could get it to show up because my OBS is terrible. I have a good computer too. I don't know why, but it just won't, like, certain windows just don't pop up, or like they take, I, on a crazy amount of time to pop up, and I never know if they actually will. So I'm just sitting there in my hands. So I just took a screenshot of the executions, threw it on this because my TradingView window is viewable on OBS, but my Google Chrome window, I click on and nothing shows up. But yeah, so these are the executions here, you can see, and then $158 hit final take profit. It was like a 1 to 1, 1 to 1.1 or something like that. So